Welcome back to another TS Tera Plays Tera video. Today's video, I'm going to be going over the 2.1 patch notes to Valkyteq. Alright, and the first thing I want to go over is just some back-end changes of the server and the client overall. The first thing is the launcher and the game API have been moved to a new web server. There are a few bug fixes that go along in this section, and the first thing is there used to be links that would send people to a 404 error page that has been resolved, as well as the launcher freezing up on some people has been resolved. Some chrono scrolls used to not work, and that's now fixed. And then there's another issue where streamers were able to stream the game, but it was reruns of their stream. They weren't actually playing the game and they were AFK. That has all been resolved. You will only receive rewards by your actively playing the game and talking to your chat and actually active in the game. And that allows us to continue to the next section where that Valkyteq has added an online and an AFK check for players that are currently in the game. And the last thing I want to cover in this section is that the web shop is temporarily closed. Alright, the next thing I want to cover is some instance and dungeon changes. The first change is that Acolyth Quarantine's hard mode, the second boss, Blink, will now target the farthest player. For Stepstone Isles farmlands, the gathering nodes will no longer respawn, but in that same area, bonfires are being added to villages, camps, and all the places they'd usually be added. Forsaken Island hard mode had an issue with the ghost on the second boss. That has been resolved. And for Bahar, the meteor damage has been reduced by 20%. Next, let's cover some gear changes. First off, the quarterflower brooch had some issues with the upgrade materials. That has now been fixed. As well as there was a bug for the weapon and chest infusions missing some stats. That has also now been resolved. Campfires can now be placed again, and the wood used for campfires now will actually extend those campfires as it's meant to. The veteran apothec die used to not work. The devs have now fixed it, so those are now usable. Let's go over some partner changes. The Mythic Avalon has been scaled down by 50%. The Mythic Azakan and the Mythic Duran have now been scaled by 10%. There is an additional tooltip added to the building kit. Also, the devs had added 11 Shadow Superior partners of each race and gender, along with they've added 10 Azar partners. 2 of them are Mythic and 8 of them are Superior. There will also be 2 Giants of Arborea Superior partners added. And there are also 2 new random partner loot boxes, 1 Shadow and 1 Azar. Now let's go over some Valentine's event changes. The first change is that concrete white flowers have an increased spawn of 30%. The drop chances of white flowers have been increased by 300%, but the spawn time has been decreased by 60%. Now let's go over some charms adjustment. Basically, the tooltips for the charms have all been adjusted, and Tier 2 is being increased by an uptime of 50%, Tier 3 is getting an increase of 100%, Tier 4 is getting an increase by 150%, and Tier 5 is getting an increased uptime by 200%. There is a change in name charms as well, and the tooltips have been adjusted for these. That Tier 2 is getting an increased uptime by 100%, Tier 3 is getting an increased uptime by 200%, Tier 4 is getting an increased uptime by 300%, and Tier 5 is getting an increased uptime by 500%. Now, let's go over just some miscellaneous changes and some partner preview info. The first thing is that the Unyielding Bastion teleport scroll has been removed. Devon's Refuge teleport scroll has been removed. And the Guardian Legion merchant and menu has been removed. So, for the partner preview information, the devs are currently reworking all of the partner adventures and the rewards. The thing is though, adventures are currently available, but they might be a bit buggy. Also, the rewards as of right now are just placeholder loot items. The devs do want you to prepare yourself for a new adventure system, depending on the level, fellowship, and rarity. That's it for this video as far as all the patch notes go. I do have a few announcements to make as far as stuff on my end, and the first thing is I do plan to be releasing all the patch notes as videos as I can about Valkyteq on the channel. Exact date for each of them I don't have just yet, but if you do like this and you want to stay tuned, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like. If you're enjoying the gameplay you're seeing, or if you want to see more gameplay, I will be streaming live on Twitch every Wednesday. Yes, I am signed up for the reward system, so if you come watch, you can earn rewards. Or maybe you're watching this video and you're seeing that adorable little corgi on screen. She likes to come down and visit while I'm streaming, so go ahead, come pop over to Twitch and search TS Tera. Give me a follow and you can watch and earn some rewards, hang out, watch the corgi have a little fun. And as always, if you liked, go ahead and hit the like button. If you got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section and I'll do my best to answer, or I'll shout out to one of the devs to see if they can hop over and give you guys an answer. That's about it for now. As always, I truly do hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in Valkyria, gamers.